Hi metal lovers and creators of strong images. So in this video I will show you how to turn this brownish muddy something into this beautiful tropical island feeling just by using your raw converter. So like Lightroom, Capture One, etc. So no Photoshop involved. This is a quick tutorial, so no trash talk. Let's dive right into it. So that's the image we are going to use. So that's how it's coming out of camera. And the software you are seeing, it's Capture One Pro, and we are doing only raw modifications here or manipulations. And you can also do this with Lightroom or any other raw converter that at least supports some layer masking, some masking and some layers. And there's no Photoshop involved, nothing like that. So, and I've got the tools on the right hand side of Capture One. So the standard installation, it comes on the left because all the other software I'm using has got the tools and the sliders on that side. So what you can see, the model is a little bit bright. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to apply a layer and call that layer model. And since we've got the AI masking now available in Capture One Pro, I will use the AI mask to mask the model. So I basically go over the model and the mask will show you what it's, or the AI mask will show me what it's recognizing as parts of the model. Okay, so the hair, and I forgot that leg and that part. So as you can see, there are some brighter parts, which means they are not in the mask. So I will just get them into the mask by using the brush, by pressing B, making sure that it's got at full flow. And I simply paint over it. So it's also part of the mask, also these underwater items here. Okay. Yeah, just making sure that everything is covered under this red color, which is basically the mask or the mask display. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Okay, and you can toggle the mask display by pressing M. So that's off, on, off, on. So the mask is still applied when I switch it off, but it's simply it's not marked in red color. So I will reduce the exposure just a tiny bit, concentrating on the skin color, so it looks much better now. And maybe I also reduce the highlights just a bit. And maybe also the brightness. So it's looking already much better. So let me show the before, after, before, after. So look at the skin tones, is looking much better right now. So the next step is I will add another layer, and I call this depth, because I want to create some additional depth, especially in these parts, so that I can get the darker underwater parts emphasized a little bit. So for that purpose, I will apply a fill mask, which means it's filling, the whole image is filled right now as a mask. So, and now I will choose the luma range, and I can configure that these are the dark items are masked, and these are the bright items that should be marked. So if I pull down the bright items, it will take out the brighter items out of the mask. So I will simply pull it down until I've got some of these items over here. In the mask, and with radius and sensitivity you can get it a little bit softer. Okay, apply, and as you can see with the hair I'm fine when I'm making it a little bit darker, so I just want to make sure that the parts on the head are not within the mask, so the eraser is not at full flow. So I will erase these over here. So I'm just cleaning the mask off on that items I don't want to darken. So switching off the mask display, I will simply reduce the exposure a bit and also the blacks, just to make sure that I'm getting a slight structure in the dark tones and also the shadows. So as you can see, that's before, after, before, after. So take a look at this part, and also over here, it's getting a little bit more depth. Before, after, before, after. So we are going to create another layer, and that layer we will call Tropicalize. So, and now we are going to change the color of the water. For that purpose, I'm going to copy the mask from the model layer, and then I will simply invert it. And now I've got basically everything selected but the model. I just see that I forgot a little part to mask that one out. So what we are going to do now, I will switch to the color tab, and the first thing I'm going to do, I will reduce the white balance and the tint. You have to test that out. I just simply go to the values I know I applied before. So they were around 2800 and minus 20 something over here. So that's already okay-ish, but it's not shiny and not bright enough for me. So I will go to the color editor and choose the, and I will pick one of the greenish tints over here, increase the lightness a bit and reduce the hue to make it more green. Okay, so green over here, blue over here. So I will reduce it to over here, roundabout. And then as you can see, the blues over here, they are too cold. So they really look too clinical. So I will take the color picker again and choose one of these. So as you can see, we've got two colors picked. The first one was the green, the second one is the blue. So I will do the same, increase brightness and reduce the hue. So it's green over here, blue over here, or even already purple. So that's how I like it. So, and as you can see, before, after, there's just this shiny bit here. That's a little bit too bluish for my taste. So I will take the eraser, reduce the flow a bit, and make the size a little bit smaller. Take that out. So it looks fine. And over here, it's also too bluish for me. So, but that's some detail work you can do to make it as perfect as you want to. So that's pretty straightforward. So let's check again what we did. So that was before, after, before, after. So we turned a very boring river from close to Bonn into a very nice tropical island water. I just have to tell this the model because the water temperature was at 70 degrees centigrade and she nearly killed me, but she did a very good job. That's it, guys. Straightforward, very easy, pretty simple. So I hope you loved it. If you like it, please like and subscribe. And otherwise, see you in the next video, and never forget to listen to more heavy metal.